What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Fortnite's new Weekend of Champions update, which is a temporary update for this weekend. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, and comment down below what you think of this update. So this update added several things to the loot pool, and as I said, they're for this weekend only, likely on Monday or Tuesday. They will remove these items from the loot pool. So the Holo Twister AR, the Grapple Glove, the boom bow, and the pump shotgun were all unvaulted in this update. I'm not sure if all rarities of the pump shotgun were unvaulted or if it's just a legendary version. I've seen conflicting information on that, but while playing, I did not see the regular pump shotgun. The Holo Twister AR is back in all rarities, and this thing obviously is incredible. It dominated Chapter 6 Season 1, and for a lot of people, it was still their preferred choice in Chapter 6 Season 2. And having a red dot AR back in the loot pool, I know, is something that a lot of people are going to like. It definitely changes the game up a lot. I think this is going to be the best AR for this weekend. The Grapple Glove is a mobility item that I've always felt is just fine. And depending on what other options there are in the loot pool, I think really determines whether or not the Grapple Glove is good. With this season, we currently have the Shockwave Hammer, Shockwave Grenades, and Crash Pads. And I think all of those are just better than the Grapple Glove. The Grapple Glove is a better just traveling around the map mobility item than those options, but we also have things like cars, roly-polies, and the choppas, which are just better at traveling the map than the Grapple Glove. So a lot of times these vehicles just full-on remove the need of the Grapple Glove for me, but in ranked where there are no vehicles, the Grapple Glove, could end up being a good choice. Speaking of vehicles, the boom bow is a good counter to vehicles because you do just easily get splash damage through the cars, and this is something that we had in the Chapter 2 remix season. The TNTina Kaboombo was like the best car counter, or one of the best car counters that we've ever had. So if you hate dealing with enemies in cars, you find the Boombo, it's probably going to be something that you're going to want to carry. It's also really good at forcing people off of cover because you can kind of use the splash damage to make that happen. And then the pump shotgun, I've seen conflicting reports about. I've seen people say only the legendary is back. I've seen people say all rarities are back. While playing, I did not see the pump shotgun at all. So my guess is just that it's a legendary version, but I wasn't able to play very much. I apologize that the gameplay for this video isn't as good as I would like for an update video, but this update came out like 2 hours before I have a 24-hour charity stream happening. That will be happening on Twitch, and as of the time you're watching this, it may be live or just will be going live soon. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm recording this video faster than I would typically want to, and I haven't been able to get gameplay of all the items, but my guess is just that the legendary pump shotgun is back. The exotic Holo Twister AR can also be found. This is something that I also didn't see while playing. My guess is that this can be found in the exotic weapon bunkers, and you just have like a chance of getting it from the bunker. That's kind of what would make the most sense to me with them bringing back an exotic. But if you guys remember back in Chapter 6 Season 2, the exotic Holo Twister AR was just like actually worse than the regular Holo Twister AR. It has an effect where it gets a ramped up fire rate as you shoot, so it starts to shoot faster and faster. But oftentimes when you got to your faster fire rate, you would just have to reload anyways, so you couldn't really make use of that. This season we do have the extended mag boon, so you can get a slightly larger magazine at 31 bullets, and that would allow you to kind of take advantage of that faster fire rate more. But I still don't think that this exotic is going to be that great, and I would rather just have the regular one. The exotic also has lower base damage to compensate for its like potential faster fire rate. So yeah, I just was never a fan of this exotic. I would rather have the regular Holo Twister AR for sure. The Double Trouble exotic is back in the weapon bunkers. I believe this was removed from public matches when they swapped out the exotics last week or the week before, when they added like the SMG, the Fury, and the Shockwave Launcher exotics. I believe they removed the Double Trouble and the OXR exotics from pubs. I believe they were still in ranked the entire time, and that's why some people were confused about what exotics are in the game or aren't in the game. But as of this update, or for this weekend, the Double Trouble dual pump shotgun exotics should be back in the weapon bunkers and be something that you can potentially find. And then the next change for this weekend is going to be that double XP is active for the weekend. So if you have wanted to level up and finish your battle pass, this weekend would be a good time to do that because you're just going to be ranking up faster, which is going to be great for you. But that is mainly it for this update. As far as the changes go, I think the Holo Twister AR is going to be the best AR for most players. The boom bow is going to be a solid car counter item, and with how this season has played out, I feel like a lot of people do kind of have a free slot in their inventory. At this point in time, I think I would like to run the shockwave hammer and shockwave grenades, but the boom bow could be a fine choice there. And then if you do end up finding the legendary pump shotgun, I think it'll be good. I'd probably still prefer to just run the Wrecker Revolver, but if you wanted to double pump with the Wrecker Revolver and the legendary pump, I think that would be very solid combination. But that is going to be it for this video. As I said, it was very rushed because I have 24-hour stream happening very soon, and I was not expecting there to be an update today. If you guys want to check that out, my Twitch will be linked down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. You are going nowhere, bro. Yeah, this Holo Twister is a beam. Like, I think without even headshots there, I just like melted that guy down so quickly. But if they brought back the striker burst, I would have been so happy. I liked the burst more than the Holo Twister. Like, I think especially towards like the mid to like second half of Chapter 6 Season 2, I really started preferring the striker burst over the Holo Twister. And then obviously the drum gun as well, but that was a special weapon. Good to get out of the black markets. But yeah, this update is very surprising for just like a random weekend update. They just threw some stuff in. So I think all of this is just temporary for this weekend, and that after the weekend ends, like a Monday morning, they'll vault the Holo Twister, the pump, Grapple Glove, and the boom bow. Where are these final 3 people at? But I think this is definitely a better and more interesting, like, one-off, you know, special weekend update than what we've seen in the past. I remember years ago they used to do these wild weeks where it'd be like a random weekly update kind of, but they were always like thematic and like usually just made the game worse. Like I remember there was one that was like fire wild week, so they added a bunch of like items that did fire damage or something. I was not a fan. There's like a UFO one where they brought back the UFOs in Chapter 3. I think it was Chapter 3, Season 3. I'll just go this way just because I haven't been over here. Okay. As I say, I haven't been on like the shaft area. And even though wasn't in zone, the fact that I hadn't gone there made me want to check it. Use this hammer. Terrible and can't hit him. I don't know where he went. I thought he was somewhere over here. We'll probably hear him hammer again soon though. I see nothing. I should have like got out of my rolly and shockwave sooner to get up that mountain a bit quicker. I thought he was gonna like fight me from the mountain though, because he had high ground, so I thought he would be like somewhat confident like taking that AR fight. Because he took more damage in that fight than I expected him to. Didn't hear him hammer again either. But the hammer makes so much noise that it can be very easy to find people using it. Like right now, like everybody probably knows where I am, but I just don't really care. Like I would like for them to know where I am so they maybe shoot at me. He's behind this rock. But I'm just gonna shock ahead and then look back and fight him. 211 damage. Jeez, man. I could look back and fry his crash pads, but like it doesn't matter when you're that weak. I don't need to follow you. Now there's one player remaining. May or may not be real. Is Mythic Revolver? Just chilling? Where is this last guy at, man? I don't know if that rollie is supposed to be there. Alright, we found him. I was gonna just like fizz, go in the geyser to like get high up and see as much of the circle as I can, and then as I do that he starts shooting me. In the air too. I need to heal more. I'm gonna have fizz ready, so if he gets close he's gonna have a hard time playing this fight. Nice, just like, yeah. Right there I can fizz in the bush to heal, but as I was saying, it gives me the fizz effect, which I really want in a close range fight if he pushed me. And if he doesn't push me, then I just get the full heal and reset the fight, and then like take an AR fight with him. And obviously I'm confident winning that. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video and this update. I'm sorry the gameplay was not the greatest or like showing off the most items, but I have at this point an hour and a half until I have to do a 24-hour stream. And I still have to edit the video and record the commentary. But if you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.